Hey Tommy, this is Joseph. He's 7, and he's been dying to ask you a question. He's a Panini Kid Report. It's a good question too.
What's up, Joseph?
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Many people say you're their hero, but who's your hero?
Who's my hero?
All right.
It's a great question. Well, I think my dad is my hero because he's someone that I look up to every day. And my dad.
Told you it was a good question. He's got something for you, Tommy. This is your Super Bowl 51 card from
All
me.
right. Thank you.
Thanks for the
You're
answer,
welcome.
bud.
So cool. How'd you get it printed that quick?
I don't know.
So cool.
When you're a stud 7-year-old, you get stuff done.
Absolutely.
See you, bud.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Found something which I don't think you will have seen. It was an interview on Norwegian television where they just turned up at his house, a house I think that you'd bought him. 2004, the year before he died, and just before the big Euro final. And they just talked to him on the doorstep. And if you don't mind, I'd like to just play you the clip, because I think you'll find it very interesting.
Og en stolt far ser at sønnen vår Portugals egen stad.
Família e populares e amigos e coisa toda é fantástico. Fico muito orgulhoso de ver o filho daquelas condições.
Hvert huset i Madeiras hovedstad i Funchal kjøpte Cristiano Ronaldo til foreldrene etter overgangen til Manchester United.
Vou agora poder ir lá a Lisboa ver a final, mas não vou, porque os meus já estão grandes que não dá capacidade para ser. Não, fico muito atacado. É melhor ver a televisão.
Men hvor den følge 19-åringen gis fra. Hun hans nærmeste støtte og livvakt.
É a distorção exatamente, é o quarinho que ele tem e a mãe é guarda-costas que ele tem. É verdade, é guarda-costas que ele tem.
Enfim, pusle til meg over.
Very emotional for you.
I never saw the video.
I feel we're too emotional for this.
I know.
We'll come back. We'll come home. My goodness. Oh, boy.
What do you love about your dad?
So my dad is my superhero. He gives me strength and hope.
I love that you've never given up on me. No matter how much I was a difficult child, you just never gave up when a lot of people did.
What I love about my dad is the fact how selfless he is. He always puts everybody else first.
I love that Daddy's really nice.
You know exactly how to put a smile on my face when I'm in the worst of moods. You stay up late nights and so I can talk to you and you're there with open arms and I can just talk to you about anything.
Dad, there are tons of things I love about you, and you know a lot of them, but I think probably the thing that I have loved most about you is how intentional you are about spending time together.
You're a hardworking man, and just your passion for all of us as a family is just great.
Thanks, bud.
AJ, I want you to ask your dad that question for me. Oh gosh, Dad, here you go.
What about me makes you proud?
What about me makes you proud?
Oh boy, what about me makes me proud? Well, for you, what makes me proud is that we can actually work together, and that we actually get along.
Dad, what about me makes you proud?
Tons of stuff. Your wit, your beauty, inner and outer beauty, your love for the Lord, love for people. Yeah, you're just an amazing young lady.
What about me makes you proud?
The way that you like to learn how to ride horses. That makes me proud of you.
How you found your way, your relationship with God, and that's what makes us proud.
I just love being a dad because I love going and watching you play sports and spending time with you and hanging out with you and raising you up to be a Montreal Canadiens fan.
तो मैं आपको क्या चीज़ बोल रहा हूँ, आपको फख्र फील करता हूँ।
सबसे जो बड़ी चीज़ है वो ये है कि आप खुदा से प्यार करते हो, जो मुझे आप पर फख्र है, और अपने माँ बाप की हर चीज़ को आप उनका ख्याल रखते हो कि मेरे माँ बाप के क्या नीड्स हैं, इसलिए मुझे आप पर ये फख्र है।
What about me makes you proud?
Everything that you are, like everything.
What about me makes you proud?
You always have a strength, an inner strength in you that is addictive. And I just love the fact that even in the moments where I feel weak, Sarah, that you actually make me feel strong and you've made me a better person.
Are you trying to make me cry or what? You're doing a good job. No, I love you.
I love you.
My son, I found you a new heart. I just need to tell you a few things. I want you always to listen to your mum, because she's your best friend. Family is so important. And girls, you're too young for them now. But when the time comes, treat them like princesses. Because that's what they are. And if you say you'll do so, if you say you'll do something, do it. Because your word should be your bond. And if you have a chance to make money, go for it. Even if you have to sell out once in a while, don't be an idiot like your dad. Everything's so much easier with money. Don't smoke. Don't take drugs. Try to be kind and honest. If someone tries to hurt you, be a man and stand up for yourself. And try not to get caught up in the bad things. There's so many good things out there. I will always be here for you. No matter what. Right here. See you later, son. I love you.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know someone does. I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of the man you've become, the man you fought so hard to be. I'm proud of the wars you fought inside your head, and you made it through. I know you've thought about overdosing, stepping out in front of a car, eating your gun. I know. Trust me, brother, I know. But I want you to know that you're a man, and I love you, and I'm proud of you. And you don't have to give up. And if you need me, reach out. Send me a message, I'll send you my number. Simple as that. I know what it means to not have ever heard those words. And I know what it means to say them. I love you. And I'm proud of you, boy. Keep it up. You got this, son. You really do. And you're gonna be a better man than I could ever hope to be.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son, he's been my rock through all of this.
Before the operation, you mentioned the first thing you wanted to see was your son.
Seeing him, seeing his face, that's what I miss, you know.
So you're gonna make me cry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're really good, man.
All right.
Oh my God, man.
There you go.
Don't cry, man. I can see everybody's facial features now. It's a little blurry with my tears coming out.
Hey, Dad. Sorry to bug you. Would you mind looking at my my shopping mall design again? This one is cheaper. But if you check this out, you'll see it has a much better natural flow.
Cheaper one. Like I said, let me do my email.
Yeah, you're right, Dad.
He ain't right.
cheaper
You're a
is
schmuck.
better.
Look at it.
Surprise! Hey, Grandpa.
Oh my God.
When did you get so handsome? So, Michael, I had a wonderful idea. Your mother's playing canasta with her friends tonight. I thought, oh, what a great opportunity. You, me, and Ben should go and have a boys' night out.
Can't.
What do you mean you can't? You have to eat sometime. We could whistle at pretty girls.
I'm down for that.
See, he's down. I don't know what it means, but he's down.
Hey, please.
Don't give me that finger. I'll make you a deal. If you come, I'll show you the quarter trick.
Will you look at the man?
I'll tell you the secret.
No, Dad.
Don't you want to know
How you do the stupid trick? I've always known. Can you let me do my work?
You've always known. You're pathetic. I'm so sorry I barged in. I love you, son.
See you later, Grandpa. I love you. Dad. Bob. Bob.
I love you, son. I love you, son. I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad. I'll miss you. You know that. Goodbye.
Daddy-o! What's up?
Will, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I gotta handle. So we're gonna have to put our trip on hold. You understand?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Just for a couple of weeks.
I understand.
Yeah. Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details, okay?
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, son.
You too, Lou.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Will.
You know what? Actually, this works out better for me. You know, the Slimmies of summer come to class wearing next to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Will, it's all right to be angry.
Hey, why should I be mad? I'm saying at least he said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present.
I'm sorry. If there was something that I
Hey,
could
you know what? You ain't got to do nothing, Uncle Phil. Hey, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's Daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil?
You did.
Got through my first day without him, right? I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave, I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I ain't need him then and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm gonna have me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
Hey, Dad. My 5th birthday party is coming up, and this year I think I'm getting an ice cream cake. Do you like ice cream cake? Well, I'll save you a slice. Love you, Brandon. Hey, Dad. My 10th birthday party is next week, and when I woke up this morning, the first thing Mom said was, "Dang, you look just like your daddy." Maybe that's why my reflection is so unfamiliar sometimes. Anyways, I really hope you can make it to the party this year. I miss you a lot. All right, well, I'll see you at the party. Hopefully. Sincerely, Brandon. Hey, Tyrone. I just turned 16 years old today, and about a week ago, I thought about inviting you to my birthday party this year, because all the kids at school always ask, are you gonna make it? And I always end up telling them that you're out of town. Now, Mama told me stop lying so much, but technically you are out of town, so I guess I wasn't really lying, because what's a little half-truth when you've only ever known half your roots? But I'm tired of sticking up for you. I'm tired of all these sleepless nights. I'm tired of coming up with excuses for your absence. I'm tired of trying to reform my self-image into something that you would consider to be beautiful. I'm tired of trying to earn the title of being called your son as if it wasn't my birthright. So you know what, Dad, or Tyrone, whoever the hell you are, I'm done. Because all I ever wanted was for you to acknowledge my existence. But despite my persistence, I haven't even met resistance, just absence. And I hate the fact that I still want you here. But I'm done being caught in this delusion, the idea that you, a mirage, could alleviate my confusion. I don't need you. I never did. This is my last letter to you, Tyrone. Goodbye. Dear Tyrone, for 25 years I cried into pillow sheets wondering why you left me. Wondering what I could have done to have earned your love, or how I pushed you so far away. Your absence, like a flame, found home in the kindling of my insecurities, and my mind became a wildfire. And as I ascended in age, my sorrow turned to rage, because I wanted to move on, but I simply couldn't turn the page. Or I didn't want to, because somehow being angry with you still made me feel close to you. And despite our lack of history, Tyrone, I've come to learn that Pain, like secrets, can only control you if you hold them within. So I've laid down these woes at the altar of Christ just so I can tell you this. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you so I can finally be free. No longer shackled to my misery, because this situation is so much bigger than you and me. This right here is generational healing, because I'm getting married soon. And I want our first chapter together to be started off on the right page with you by my side as I marry my bride, because Tyrone, for the first time ever, I can honestly say, I love you. And I actually mean it, so will you be there? For my biggest day ever, sincerely, your son, Brandon. Hello? Hey, Tyrone. I got something I'd like to read to you.
Brandon Lee. Before I say anything, is he in your life?
Yes, he is. I actually talked to him today and told him to tune in, so this is also his first time hearing it.
Real. So this is so much more than a performance. These words teach, they're real, they're human. I have nothing else to say. Those are all the words. They should be yours, not mine.
Heidi.
Dear Brandon, I think you just earned yourself a spot into the finals. XOXO, Heidi. P.S. I know you think that Howie is your biggest fan, but I think I am too.
Aw.
Hey, Aaron, and I did want to echo Matt's sentiments. I mean, obviously an amazing human being. I wanted to just ask one follow-up with that, if I may. I saw some stuff about, you potentially like dedicating your season to him. What kind of plays into that, and what is sort of your mindset now with obviously how close you guys were with the game of football?
Definitely. I mean, the rest of my career will be dedicated to my father. I mean, he's the reason I started playing football. He's what kept me going so many times, when as a kid, when you want to give up, he's what kept me going. So, I mean, I'm dedicate like I said, the rest of my career to him. And me and him have goals that we know about. So once we get there, we're going to continue to work until we get there.
Jason Wilde.
Aaron, again, I don't know how far you want to go into this. I'm just wondering, on a personal level, we've all come to really like you and get to know you a little bit. How you holding up, and how's your family just doing? I know your brother was at the rookie camp. I mean, how are you guys holding up?
We're holding up well. Got a lot of support around us, which is very important. So I just want to tell everybody thank you for your continued support. It means a lot to us, and please continue to support us through these hard times. Yes, my brother did get to come up here. I was happy about that, but no, everybody's doing good, and going to continue to try to get better every day.
Bill Huber.
Aaron, as someone who lost his father 15 years ago, sucks. So I feel for you. I guess is your brother still here, and how helpful has it been, to have him, even just for that short time, to have him around?
No, he's not. He's not still up here right now. He was when I first got back last week. He was still up here, and but I have a locker room full of brothers here who are making sure that I'm okay, and so like some nights I'm there with them on their couch or different things like that. So that's what this game is all about: having your brothers around you. And
Steve McGargy.
Just in terms of that, and thank you for doing this, I was just wondering how, having a brother you're close to, how have y'all kind of been able to lean on each other even from far away? And also, you mentioned the teammates have been supportive. Anything that stood out in terms of encouragement they've given you, condolences, that type of thing?
Just to keep going, I mean, I've never been through anything like this, and so getting advice from people who have, or people who've gone through these things, and you see how they've come out. They continue to stay positive, and
keep pushing forward and not let anything stop them. So, just sitting down, having those conversations with them and seeing how they got through it and what helped them. So, like I said, I'm thankful for all those guys in the locker room, to the upstairs management who's just made sure that I'm okay and continue to check on me.
Ryan Wood.
Hey, Aaron, same as everyone else. Condolences. I remember talking with your dad a few years ago, just how.
I was talking to one of the young men we were working with, and he reminded me of so many things. It was a young man, he's struggling with, his father passed away when he was young. And it really, I think, and he's, he lives with his mother still, and, he hasn't really kind of grown up. He's about 30 now. And it just, and my father passed away when I was young, and so I could relate, I could understand some of that. It reminded me of some of that. And actually, it taught me about some of the, moments that I'd never really, I was so oblivious to the world, I think, when my dad passed away, that I wasn't able to really get a view of how I reacted to it or what it meant to me or what was going on or how I behaved or anything. But by talking with this young guy and seeing what was going on with him, I was able to kind of get a vision of what that can be like sometimes for a young man. And then I was like, oh, wow. Well, I started thinking, and this may not be right, but I started thinking and feeling like, oh, one of the reasons that, possibly one of the reasons that this young man doesn't want to move out and doesn't want to grow up is because his dad is gone. It's kind of like we don't want to, if the person who we care about the most, or one of the people that we want to see us grow up the most isn't there, then sometimes we just will stop evolving. We won't grow up. And it's just that way, it's like saying fuck you to the world. It's like saying, oh, you're going to take my dad away. You're not going to let the person that I care about the most be here to see me grow up. Then fuck you, I'm not growing up. And it's like the only thing we can do, because, there's no other way to get back at time or to get back at the world than by our own actions, really. And so we just stay where we are. We say, okay, time, you're going to keep going on, but I'm going to stay right where I am. You're not going to get me. I'm not flowing in your river. I'm not flowing forward. I'm not evolving. Because the person I want to be here the most, you took them away. Well, I'm going to stay right where I fucking am. I'll show you, this kind of invisible, I'll show you to the world that took away your parent or took away somebody you cared about. But at a certain point, you just start to hurt yourself, At a certain point, it's like, you're 30 or you're getting older and you're still at home. And now it's like, it's cumbersome on the young fella's mother, and she's getting older and he needs to be able to contribute. And I'm not airing his dirty laundry out there. Like, I'm not ashamed of the guy, this is just his life. This is what's going on. We're all just, people that are trying. But yeah, at a certain point, he owes it to the adult him to try and get past it. And I understand the young, him wanting to stay young forever and stay right where he is, and nobody else is, if he stays living with his mom, then there's not really space for another man to come into the home, and it kind of like, it's him just at a core level, just holding on to everything so much, where, to what it was like when he was a kid. But he owes it to an adult him sometimes to move on. Because then the adult him has a chance to live in the world and have an experience. But it made me think about a lot of things. It made me think about, how, it made me think about what are ways that when things happen to me that I would then try and control the world so that I could show the world, who's boss. Oh, okay, world, you're gonna I don't know, I can't think of some kind of, but I could heavily relate to what this boy went, you know, in a way. Like I could see, like, wow. Sometimes if something happens to us, then we hold a grudge against the world, and we can carry it out in ways that over time aren't really helpful to us anymore. But it's so wild to see, like, you know, you see this boy trapped in this man's body, and the man's body, the adult, wants to move on, but there's this boy just like holding on to like this, you know, this grudge, honestly, against the world. And it's a fair grudge. You know, the world took his father, but it's an unfair grudge in the sense that he's not being fair to himself now, you know, to the adult him that wants to really feel free to challenge the world and to take on the world. And I also maybe don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.